Warp drives, time travel, alien invasions. Sci-Fi TV has given us some of the wildest, most mind-bending stories ever put to screen. But which shows stand above the rest? Welcome back to Talk Punch. I'm Brody, joined as always by Charlie and Tudong Dylan. Today, we are ranking our top 10 sci-fi TV shows. And here's how it works. Our number 10 picks are going to be worth 1 point. Our number 9s get 2 points, and so on until number 1 picks rack up 10 points. And then at the end, we'll add it all up and reveal the official Talk Punch top 10 sci-fi shows. Expect spaceships, debates, maybe even some paradoxes. So let's kick things off with our number 10 before Dylan accidentally rips a hole in the space-time continuum.
It's happened before.
It has. It has. All right. Guys, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's get into number 10.
This is a really hard list. Really hard.
Was it?
This was very difficult. Yes.
This was really hard. And I don't want to derail anything here, but I will say that just if you're a sci-fi fan out there, I think these TV shows have some of the most passionate and most organized fans. And there's going to be some really wonderful shows that are left off this list. And I just want to apologize in advance because your show deserves to be on a top 10. You know which one I'm talking about. But these are our personal top 10 lists, and I would look forward to hearing in the comments which ones we should go check out, because probably someone we just haven't seen. That's all I'm saying.
That's true. Very true.
Yeah, and normally I think our top 10s, we do this format because we anticipate having a lot of crossover. But I don't know. I was going through mine, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to cross over very much with you guys.
Yeah.
There may be a couple, but I'm pretty sure I champion some of these shows that you guys have never seen.
Oh, I believe it. I completely believe that.
Let's go ahead and get started with our number 10s. All right. Dylan has Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Charlie has Better Off Ted, and I have Lost. Now, Charlie, Better Off Ted, you turned me on to this one a long time ago.
It's an old show. It is a spiritual successor to Arrested Development. It is a fantastic little half-hour comedy sitcom. If you've never seen it, you should watch it. If you liked Arrested Development, the old Arrested Development, to be fair.
Oh, yeah.
It is very funny. Portia de Rossi is kind of like carrying her character and delivery straight into this, but like in a more powerful CEO kind of form. It is charming and lovable, and they work at a sci-fi or science tech, industry. It's loose. Like, it'd be higher on my list. It's loose sci-fi. It's loose. They make sci-fi stuff.
This was just one season, right?
2 seasons, unfortunately.
2 seasons. Okay.
2 seasons. But it's
I'll
2
be
beautiful
honest,
seasons.
I was looking at a list of sci-fi TV shows, and I was kind of flabbergasted by some of the shows that I saw, including Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Now, do I like that show?
Is Buffy sci-fi?
Hey, you know what? I'm not exactly sure. See, now, I always took sci-fi as, you're doing impossible things, but you're doing it through, like, science, like Iron Man. It's technology. Okay. We may not have it. It's like Star Trek. We may not have the technology now, but it's through technology. Now, you've got Star Wars that also has technology. It could be that way, but it's also got a fantasy thing. Like, you can't create a device to manipulate the Force. You have to use magic powers, whatever it is. That is fantasy. So I was like, this was on there, and I enjoyed this show a lot, and since it somehow is sci-fi, I threw it on. And my lower 5 are going to be kind of like that, where I'm like, this was sci-fi? I like this show. All right, yeah, fine, let's throw it on there.
Great. Look forward to Dylan's top 5
that
are all like
this.
Like Cheers.
I don't know if I call this one sci-fi.
Cheers and Frasier. Oh, yeah. I don't know how it's sci-fi, but it was on the list, and I was like, you know what? I could have put on here shows that I haven't watched, and I was like, I have to have watched it. Otherwise, it won't count, even if you don't consider it.
Lost.
Yeah, how is that sci-fi?
How is it not sci-fi?
I'm not saying it's not sci-fi. I'm just asking. Well, it's
yes, it's sci-fi.
There's a smoke
crash
monster,
land,
and
there's a smoke monster. There's
But you keep saying smoke monster like that's a science fiction. I don't know about the smoke monster being science fiction.
Yeah, that's more fantasy. Unless, of course, it was created by the airplane that they flew. Or crashed into the.
It felt
I've never seen Lost.
sci-fi.
I'm never gonna see Lost. Screw.
I saw it
I'll
on
give
my.
you sci-fi, but did you like the show all the way through? Like, talk to me about.
Well, okay, so it is number 10 on my list. You know, there was some other ones that I thought about putting on my list. Lost started off great. Yeah, it kind of declined a bit, you know, as a lot of shows kind of do. But it was still like a really intriguing show. It was a really interesting show, you know, where you've got the mysteries, you've got the pods, you've got I don't know, it felt sci-fi to me. And when I saw it on the list of sci-fi shows, I was like, oh yeah, I liked that one. Now I haven't watched it in a while.
Never gonna see it.
But I enjoyed it. So I know that's a horrible answer for something on my list.
No,
but
it's a good pick. This part of what makes this a harder list than like a movie, right? Like, if we went to a movie, and like it started off great, and then towards the middle it started to get slow, and then it had a horrible ending. We would never be like, oh, you guys got to go see this movie. Yeah, it doesn't end great, but like, you know, the first 20 minutes you're really gonna love. You know, it's like a bad ending or bad middle kind of ruins the movie. But a TV show, it's like, if this had been canceled after like 2 or 3 seasons, this might be like my number 1 or 2, and like of like all the what could have beens. But it didn't. It kept going and going, and I found it to be very unsatisfying by the end. It kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. But this is a good pick. It's a good pick. It's got some nice fans. That first season,
it was great.
It was blew me away. It was great.
It was like this cultural thing where everybody was talking about Lost.
Very water
Everybody
cooler.
was talking about it. So,
but they kept chasing that.
Let's move on.
Chasing that instead of making it make sense.
Exactly.
It's true. It's true. All right, let's move on to number 9s because we got a ways to go. Number 9s. All right. Dylan has The Outer Limits. Is that what that is, Dylan? Yes.
That's what that
Charlie
is.
has Future Man, and I have The Twilight Zone. Charlie, I've never even heard of The Future Man.
What?
You've never heard of Future Man? All right.
No.
First of all,
what is
you guys
Future
should watch
Man?
Future Man.
Yeah, I haven't heard of it either.
Okay. Well, you're in for a treat because it is a very funny, very irreverent television show, I think produced by Seth Rogen, among others. You get like Josh Hutcherson, who's this kind of like everyman guy who is playing some video game, and then I don't want to spoil anything, but he's visited by time travelers from a very dystopian future who believe him to be the key to like saving the universe. And that kind of sounds like a familiar and hokey plot, but the show really does anything but that. It is very funny. It is cool, poignant at times, emotional at times, good action, a great cast, a lot of great chemistry, very, very good show. Underrated and underseen. I don't know if this is actually my 9th favorite. It's good. I wanted to put Better Off Ted and this one on the list. Highlight some shows that we don't talk about enough. It is a good show.
Yeah, sure.
Watch the show. Thank me later.
When did this come out?
Fair enough.
2017.
Oh, so it's pretty new.
Like 2020.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, Eliza
Never in
Coupe
my life.
and Derek Wilson are just phenomenal. And you get Haley Joel Osment in there. Josh Hutcherson is funny. Some Ed Begley Jr.
Okay. Now, Dylan, I have The Twilight Zone and you have The Outer Limits.
There's
two sides of a coin, right?
Very true. Very true. I did see, I think, season 1. My mother got me I don't know if she got me the entire series or just the first season, but I did watch that, and it was rather sci-fi. And that is actually the extent that I can talk about The Outer Limits. Twilight Zone is a whole different story. Bro, go for it.
Well, with your Outer Limits, I'm just curious, was it the original or was it like the 90s?
The original.
Yeah, Twilight Zone. I still like watching.
Yeah, but it's at number 9, bro. Come on, favorite Twilight Zone episode. Quick, off the top of your head.
God, what did I just watched one with my kids the other day. We watched the doll that kept talking to the person.
Where she's like, I'm talking Tina and I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, we did that one. Also the Monster on the Wing. We watched that one.
Oh, yeah, it's a classic. What about Will the Martian
Terror 20,000 feet or something like that? Yeah, with William Shatner. It's a great one. It's a great one. Creeped my kids out, which I was happy about. But yeah, Twilight Zone, it's still such a fun show to watch, and it's readily available on
How is
so
it
many
number
streaming
9?
services. I don't know. I like other shows better. Okay, well, clearly this is going to be higher on Dylan's list, I guess.
don't even... yes, it is.
Save
yes,
it for when it pops up on Dylan.
Yeah, so let's talk about it then, Dylan. I feel like I'm just going to make you angry if I keep talking about it. Okay, number
You're right.
8.
It's too late.
Dylan has Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks? Sci-fi? I don't know.
I did not know it was sci-fi. I actually really like it, but I'm like, it's sci-fi? How is it? It only got low on my list because I was like, I like Twin Peaks. It's sci-fi, but I had no idea. I thought it was fantasy. But you know what?
Right.
Any way to include Twin Peaks, I'm putting it.
Okay. So Dylan has Twin Peaks. Charlie has the Orville.
Good show.
Or just Orville? Is it the Orville or Orville?
Hey,
Just Orville.
Just Orville. Okay. And then I have Firefly, which I
What the
have
heck,
a feeling.
bro? What are you doing with your life? What are you doing? This doesn't make any sense, bro. Why would you do this to yourself? Why would you do this to me?
I have a feeling this is
First
higher
was
on
Twilight
Dylan's
Zone,
list.
but now Firefly?
All right, we'll talk about. Let's put a pin
We'll
in
talk
Firefly.
about-
I'm sure we'll talk about it later.
I don't understand, bro. I don't
Have you guys
understand.
watched the Orville at all? It was only 3 seasons. I think the kind of this. I think it kind of ran through into like 2022. I was really hopeful there was going to be a 4th season, but it never kind of.
I thought it was still
Oh,
going.
that's too bad.
It's not still going?
Yeah, I did too.
Not still going. There's
Isn't this
there's
the
been a
one that
rumored
kind of
fourth-
started
there's
as like
been
a
rumored
parody?
4th season?
It kind of
Yeah,
started
yeah,
as a
yeah.
parody.
It was
and then
never
kinda-
a parody.
Oh, well, people thought it would be. Yeah, that's right.
It
People thought
wasn't a
was
parody, but it was like a less reverent take. Like Seth MacFarlane's a huge Star Trek fan, and so like you could call it more of like an homage with like a MacFarlane spin on it. But he wasn't like parroting it like it was all played for laughs. It's very serious.
Oh, sure.
They're kind of tackling a lot of like Star Trekian plots. And it starts off a little kind of uneven and, kind of watching the first few episodes and I'm kind of like, but really it picks up. And by the end of season 2, I was like, I couldn't wait to get to the next episode. It was really like, man, like the back half of season 2 is really just fantastic. Into season 3, some real edge of your seat stuff. Really, really great sci-fi. If you're a fan of Star Trek, give it a chance. And if the first few episodes, you're not kind of like, aren't grabbing you, just, maybe skip them even. Just get to like the, halfway through season 1 and it'll kick in. It's good stuff. Good stuff.
That's what I kind of heard. Was it started kind of like as a sillier show, and then people like really actually liked it, and then it felt like they kind of turned it into a realer show. I don't know. That was kind of what I read, but I haven't seen it. But I've thought about watching it, so maybe I will watch it.
You should watch it
because it sounds good.
It's good.
In all my free time.
Then
we'll talk about Firefly later because I know that it's higher on the lists.
Yeah, we will. Yes, we will later. Unbelievable. Twilight Zone's one thing, bro, but Firefly?
Number 7. Dylan has Futurama. Charlie has Fringe.
I've seen some
and
episodes.
I have Andor.
All right, we'll talk about Futurama later because it may be appearing on someone else's list a little higher.
Just a little.
But Brody, you didn't get the memo that this was going to be a slot for FTV shows?
I didn't. No.
Yeah.
I should have.
I could have put Firefly here and
I could
everything
have
would
put
have been
Firefly
good.
at number 7. And
no, got to be number 8.
But I think Andor's better. So I really like Andor. I think it's great. You know what?
That's great, bro. That's fantastic. I'm really happy for you. Number 7.
Give us the elevator pitch, bro. Give us the elevator pitch for Andor.
Okay, so we talk about Star Wars, and it's kind of like they feel stuck sometimes in this Skywalker saga. And yes, this takes place at the same time, but it's more rebellion focused. It's less Jedi, it's less like Luke Skywalker and stuff like that. We have like the building of the rebellion, and it's really interesting, and it's really cool to see what they were going through in order to start the rebellion up. And I really like it. There's my elevator.
They didn't get anywhere until Luke Skywalker came around. They were like, hey, we're doing something. We don't know what, but we're doing it. And then
Have you watched this?
No, I haven't watched it, bro. Have you ever watched Firefly in your life? Ever?
Yes, I own it.
No, you didn't.
I'm going to throw this out about Andor. I feel like this show and the legacy of like that era of like Rogue One and all this stuff is completely tarnished and destroyed by the new trilogy. It's okay. I'm gonna sidetrack it, but I'm gonna bring it back.
Okay. All right.
Movie Moneyball, fantastic movie. Moneyball is a great movie. It's about this wonderful magical season, and the Oakland A's are all underdogs. They win like 20 some odd games in a row. I lived through that season. It was an amazing season. They lose in the playoffs. They never win the World Series. It's just like, hey, they won a bunch of games and still didn't win anything. And so like that, it's kind of like watching that movie. I can't help but remember the history of like what comes after this. And it's like all of this sacrifice, all of this political drama, all of this intrigue, just so they can take down the empire, only to like within 30 years have the whole thing be completely meaningless. They might as well have not done anything. And all the, it's just kind of like, it's all, I hate having the prequel stuff where the stuff is coming, the end is coming, all the sacrifice is for naught. It's just like this. I don't know. I really wish they hadn't done the timeline that they chose for the new movies. It's still a good show. Yeah. Good show.
It is. It's a great show. I really like it.
It's no Fringe, but it's fine.
Tell us about Fringe, Charlie, because I don't know what it is.
Or Twilight Zone.
You've never watched Fringe? Dylan, certainly you've watched Fringe.
I have heard of Fringe, but I have not watched it.
Okay,
I think I heard about it from you.
Probably. This is a late 2000, like 2008 to 2013 show. So a lot of seasons for you, Brody. I know you love 100 episodes that you can really sink your teeth into and just watch. So this is just for you. It kind of starts out more of like a procedural, right? Like you kind of get the weekly, investigation stuff, but really kind of evolves from there into like a beautifully, some really gut-wrenching episodes, some incredible chemistry of the leads. You get some parallel universe stuff, a lot of like really intriguing monsters, and just what it is. It's a really interesting show. It's not a perfect show, but it's a really good show, good cast, good chemistry, and some just really like some of the best episodes. If we were just doing a top 10 of like just really great episodes, there's a couple on this that would be like right up at the top of my list, but also some less ones. It's good.
Never heard of it.
Watch it. Nice. I think it's on HBO Max.
In that case,
it is HBO Max now.
Rest in peace.
I don't know.
No, it's not just Max anymore. Fantastic. It's HBO Max again. All right, number 6. Dylan has Black Mirror. Charlie has Upload, and I have Loki. Dylan, Black Mirror.
Yes, I have seen a couple of the episodes, and they are exceedingly sci-fi.
You've seen a couple episodes, and it's your 6th?
They were really good, but I mean, it got to I'll say this: it lost me when they started to do the episode where they're like, you can like there's like some sort of a thing where you can like you talk into it, and it'll like the person will pass away, and then like they'll look at their emails and all that, and that broke my heart so much. I was like, nope. I'm not even finished the episode. I didn't finish any of that. I'm like, I'm done. That was enough for me. It was heartbreaking, but I'm like, it was really good, and I understand that it was sci-fi, and so I was like, I got to give it that kind of thing because I got that kind of a reaction from it. Granted, it's not exactly the kind of reaction I'm sure studio executives want the audience to have, where they're like, nope, can't do it. I don't want to do this. No. But I mean, it seriously was a reaction, and I was exceedingly impressed by it, and I did not watch any more of it.
I guess spoiler alert here. I didn't put any anthology TV shows on my list. It felt largely for the reason that Dylan's talking about, because like you can watch an episode of Black Mirror and then love it, and then watch the next episode of Black Mirror and think it's terrible, and then go on to the next episode and think it's great. There are some amazing episodes of Black Mirror. I really love the San Junipero episode, which takes us right into Upload, because it's a similar thematic material of this kind of dealing with the afterlife through the lens of science. I think the first season of Upload is amongst the most charming first seasons of a television show you could ever watch. It does get heavier and a little bit more dealing with like the external forces, and like more of like looking at like the way, like more of a realistic look at how that technology would be monetized by large greedy corporations, and kind of like more of a dystopian feel, while still trying to balance a little bit of the humor and the lightness. It is a really cool world building. The tech stuff is really fun, and the characters I find them all to be very likable, and the actors are all great. Watch season 1 for the rom-com stuff, and then if the world building interests you, stick with it, because it's out. The last season's out now on Amazon, so you can power through the whole thing. This is not 100 episodes, Brody, so you could get through this pretty quick.
I started watching this back a while ago when you recommended it, and then I forgot about it. Not on purpose. It just,
No, it's okay.
things happen.
Look, it's less than 30 episodes, so not just for you, bro, but anybody out there, you can get through it pretty quick. From the people, from the guy who made, who's part of The Office, so you get some of that, like in the will they won't days. Robbie Amell is like hilarious, great. I love him.
And then I have Loki. Loki's great. It's, I only wanted to have one Star Wars, and I only wanted to have one Marvel because I didn't want to like load up my entire list with these things. And so I went with Loki. I'm actually rewatching Loki right now. I just finished season 1. I watched it with my kids. And man, it's fun and it's great. And season 2 deals with the time stuff. And it's just really enjoyable, going through the TVA. We get some great Loki stuff. We get some great Mobius stuff. I really enjoy it. So this is my Marvel pick for this list.
Good Marvel
really
pick.
cool.
I don't like how they put the sci-fi label on anything with superheroes in it. Like the original Daredevil Netflix show, if you go and look at on IMDb, it has the sci-fi tag.
I saw that.
Really?
I was like, no.
Nothing real sci-fi about that, or The Punisher, or whatever. What are we doing here, people? It's a loose label. Before you know it, people are gonna be talking about Buffy like it's a sci-fi show, and who knows? Cats and dogs
living together. Mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria.
All right, number 5.
Get us a high five here, bro.
Dylan has Buck Rogers.
Yeah.
Charlie has Severance, and I have Almost Human. Now I've talked about Almost Human before. It's one of those lost shows. I feel like I don't know if it's streaming anywhere. It was only on for 1 season. We had a great Carl Urban. He was a police officer, went into a coma, came out. All of his relationships had gone away, and he was stuck with a robot sidekick. And so they were doing like solving crime stuff because they were still police officers. And it set up this really neat world. It set up this whole mystery about like what's beyond the wall. And then season 1 ended and they said, that's it. And it was like, for real? It's still one of those ones that I'm like, I can't believe that they canceled this. It was so good. And it was great. I really enjoyed this show, and I'm still really bummed. And this is probably, oh my gosh, we're probably like 15 years ago that this was, and I know that we will never get a season 2. But I'm like, I just want to know what's behind the wall. Like, it was 2012,
2013. Good show though. Yeah, we're never gonna find out. It's not streaming anywhere. I just checked. It's unfortunately, I can't even see it. But it was good.
It was so good. It was so good. Just lost. It's lost in the internet someplace. Go torrent it.
Yeah.
Don't tell him I said that though. Dylan,
that's right.
What is Buck Rogers?
Oh,
I've heard of it. I've heard of it, but I know nothing about it.
He is like a pilot, like in a space, what have you, and he somehow goes into a coma and goes through time, and he comes back to Earth, and it's like 1,000 years later. Buck Rogers, in the 25th century, he was like in the it's like 5. Anyways, I'm not a mathematician. The point is, Gil Gerard was charming as heck. I watched this when it maybe not when it first came out, but like in the 80s when it maybe was I can't remember if it was released then or not. But I'll tell you this, I absolutely watched this even when I was a kid. I couldn't remember one episode of it, but I loved it to pieces. So much so, I bought it on DVD and watched the entire thing. I still can't tell you one of the episodes at all. But is Buck he's so cool and it's so entertaining. And I'm like, these are almost getting monotonous, but I don't care. If they ever did Buck Rogers again, the only person who could possibly play it as charmingly as Gil Gerard, that would be Nathan Fillion, because Nathan Fillion,
of course,
right there.
Did you know that the original idea for Spaceballs was going to be Uncle Buck Rogers starring John Candy in space? Don't look it up though. That's just a fact though. It's true.
Would have been great.
Would have been great.
Charlie, I would ask you about Severance, but it may be higher on my list. So I think we could talk about it a little bit later.
We'll talk about it then.
All right, then let's move on to number 4. All right, Dylan has Star Trek. Now, this is the original series. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie has Resident Alien, and I have Alien Earth. Recency bias.
TV show?
It is.
I thought that was a movie. I thought it was a movie that bombed. That's a TV show?
No,
it's a TV show that's going right now.
I haven't watched it yet, bro. It's good, huh? That good.
I am really enjoying it. Now, I am a sucker for the Alien franchise.
That's true.
I've liked most of the movies. I hated Resurrection, but everybody hated Resurrection. But Alien Earth, I am digging it, man. It has such a cool aesthetic. It brings back these long, like, crossfades and just the way that they move around and do stuff. It's very reminiscent of the original Alien, the way that they have this world, and it's all what's taking place on Earth. I believe that this show takes place actually before the original Alien. It's really interesting. And the things that they're doing with the synthetics and the hybrids and the cyborgs and the political part of it and the businesses that are just controlling the Earth. And then, there's the aliens. And it's not just xenomorphs. We've got other aliens too, but we're not through the first season yet. It's still coming out, but so far I am really, really enjoying it. I'm like looking forward to it. Every Friday I watch it. I get off work early and I sit and I watch it and I love it. So there you go. There's Alien Earth. Check it out. It's on Hulu.
I'm excited to watch it. We should have done that.
Charlie,
as a
you love Resident Alien.
Hey.
I do. I really love Resident Alien. No matter how many times I tell you guys, you still haven't watched one episode, and that's okay. It doesn't hurt my feelings.
Whoa. That's not true. I did watch it. You did nothing about enjoying it. I watched it. I remember I watched the first season. I was
Brody,
like,
rewind the tape. How many times have I talked about Resident Alien on this podcast?
For many years.
I watched this. It was one of my at the end of the year, the favorite new shows, and I was just like, I can't wait for season 2. And I remember watching season 2, which I never finished because I was just like, I cannot.
Well, you are a true fan then.
Believe this. Yes, a true fan.
It's good. You didn't like season 2. Season 2 is good. It gets better and better. It's unfortunately canceled. Now it's over. Alan Tudyk is a national treasure.
Yes, he is. He was the best part. He wasn't in as much as season 2. That's why I didn't care for it.
He is just he is the apple of my eye, the heart of my heart. He could really be in anything, and his voice work is fantastic in so many animated films. What a treasure! But look, the show is a wonderful blend of sci-fi and humor and heart, and this great character building. There's a lot of depth in the relationships and stuff. Really worth your time if you want to see it. I think it's really great show. Really great show.
That first season was unbelievable.
All right, and then Star Trek, the original series. This is our first Star Trek entry. I wonder if we're gonna have any more. I don't know. But Star Trek, the original series, Dylan.
I went back. Why? You know what? I've got to say, it was I understand why people are Trekkies. It is the show I felt was exceedingly well done. It was exciting. Every single thing about it. I mean, some parts it could get a little hokey, it could get a little goofy, but I gotta say, it was really they would have these, and they brought it back into the movies as well. And I remember watching one episode, I think it was season 2 or something like that, and I was watching them. It was like chess pieces. Captain Kirk they were in a ship and he was going against somebody else, and I was just like, how is this so freaking compelling? I don't know. It was excellent. I love this show, and I always will.
When I asked why you love it,
but I do love the movies.
That was a genuine question, not a why do you love this because it's bad. No, it was a genuine why do you love this. Okay.
If we were doing influential sci-fi TV shows, this would be number 1.
Oh yeah. I mean, I just it's so fun. It's so fun.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, we are getting into the top 3. So, number 3s. All right, Dylan has another Star Trek, this time The Next Generation. Charlie has Rick and Morty, and I have Westworld.
I never saw that. I saw either one.
Westworld.
So Dylan, you like The Next Generation more than the original series then?
There were 3 or so seasons, maybe 5 tops when it came to the original series, I think.
3, yeah.
3? Yeah, okay. See, but the Next Generation, what did that have? 7, 11, something like that? It had a lot. And I actually watched it as it was going. I remember when Star Trek The Next Generation was coming out, and I thought, you know what? I like seeing the Star Trek. I had seen some of them as a kid, and I thought, yeah, the Star Trek, the original is good. Let's see this Next Generation. And I was hooked. I love Star Trek: The Next Generation. I mean, Jean-Luc Picard always is fantastic. I love that. I love the dynamic, the crew, everybody. You got Tasha Yar. I thought she was excellent. I was like, they had to kill her off. They had to kill her off.
Spoilers.
Well, yeah,
Like
nobody liked. She didn't
third
want to be
episode.
there. She didn't want to be there. Let her go.
Oh, I thought it was great. I thought it was excellent. I haven't seen the new Picard show yet. I heard like the first or second was iffy, but the third was great. I don't know. And some people are saying the exact opposite, but I love Star Trek: The Next Generation. Saw it when it came out. Holodecks will always be something that if somebody ever comes up with that, I'm like, yes, come on with the holodecks already.
And since you're talking about the Next Generation, I'm just going to put in a quick plug here for our friends over at Keeping Up with the Cardassians who are currently going through the entire Star Trek: The Next Generation. They're reviewing 2 episodes at a time. They just finished up season 5. And so they're going to be going on to season 6 here in a bit, but they're doing a great job.
Only 7 seasons.
Super fun to listen to.
That's great.
Yeah, super fun to listen to, and they're great. So Keeping Up with the Cardassians, go check them out. Charlie, Rick and Morty.
Got taste.
I thought about it.
Rick and Morty.
Thought about
I
it.
never saw it.
Well, I'm glad
You
thought
never saw
about
any
it. You
Rick
should
and
have put
Morty?
it on your list.
No, never.
You would like it, Dylan.
I think you would like it as well. It's like
It does sound like
Dan Harmon. You like
yeah,
Dan
yeah,
Harmon?
yeah. From Community, yes. Oh, yeah. Well, I know who he is. And I like Community.
You like Community.
Yeah, why
anyway,
isn't that considered a sci-fi show?
This is, it probably is on your list. It's probably number 1. It's like they had an episode where they were astronauts on a KFC.
That's true.
That's right. Yeah.
Sci-fi.
I just watched that.
They dressed like the cast of Aliens at one point. Anyway,
Nice.
I think look, Rick and Morty. Like if you told me it's too juvenile, too whatever, I get it. I just think it's like some of the best sci-fi like world building stuff out there. They just do some every now and then there's a season and I'm like, all right, it's finally like it's over. The show's not funny anymore. And then they'll have like the Vat of Acid episode, and it's just like, okay, this is great. This is great. There's just some episodes that I think are some of the best like sci-fi television that you could find. Hey, your boy Kelsey Grammer's daughter does the voice of Summer there. So
Oh, really?
I don't even know who Summer is.
mm-hmm.
I am behind.
Is her name?
I'm behind on this show. I need to catch up. But
They
I
had
think I'm
one
like
with
like
Robert
a
England
season
playing Freddy
behind.
Krueger, right?
Yeah.
Did they try to like Inception him?
Season 1? Yeah, it was pretty great. It was like a nightmare. Like the first episode, I think is probably the weakest. I'm not probably. It is. The first episode is okay, and then almost right away the second episode is like okay, all right, and then it just kind of picks up running. I did not watch the Rick and Morty anime, and I didn't put in the anime on my list either. There's some great sci-fi anime, but it complicates things a little too much. But my goodness, there's some great shows, bro. There's some great episodes you have to look forward to. If you when did you tap out like around 5 or 6?
I think it was 5, and it wasn't even a tap out. It came onto HBO, and I just keep forgetting to get back to it. So I gotta jump back in. So
there's some good stuff.
And then I have Westworld. Man, I love Westworld, and gosh, they canceled it before they were talking about having one last season to wrap everything up, and then they canceled it. And it's like, you can't give it one more season? One more season? Just let them wrap up this story. Come on. It's so frustrating.
They didn't just cancel it, Brody. They and they stripped it from the streaming service. You can't watch this without commercials anymore. Where is it? You can't find it.
I think last I heard it was like on Freevee or something, like or Tubi. It was one of those that they were just like, yeah, we're gonna pull it, we're gonna cancel it, we're gonna pull it off HBO, we're gonna send it to this free streaming service where every 5 minutes you got to watch 4 minutes of ads. So frustrating.
But it's not even on that anymore. So
really?
Yeah, it's not anywhere.
So
frustrating.
By the way,
because for those out there, if you want to find stuff, justwatch.com is good. But
go to what?
Yeah, sorry, justwatch.com. You can kind of check out where things are playing.
So yeah, Westworld was great. I loved Westworld. It was one of those shows where you could watch it, and then I would go and I would watch breakdowns of it, and like, what does this mean, and what does that mean, and then it's just building on these mysteries, and things keep getting revealed, and there's twists and there's turns, and there's, oh my goodness, there's different worlds. It's not just Westworld. There's also like this other world, and then they move outside the
North
park.
World.
And, yeah, so many worlds. And then they moved out into the real world, and what happens when these replicant type things go out into the real world, And so
don't say replicants. Don't do that.
No, I know.
Replicants.
I forget what the official title that they call them is, but it was great, and I was really enjoying it. And then all of a sudden, it was just gone, and it broke my heart. And it's kind of like there was all these rumors, so like, oh, maybe Amazon will pick it up and do the last season, and nobody ever did. So now it's just gone. Really frustrating, but I loved it.
Nice.
That first season.
Okay, it's all good. All right, number 2s. Here we go. All right, Dylan. Oh, there's Dylan's Twilight Zone. Charlie has Firefly at number 2. Charlie, how dare you? And then I have Severance at number 2. Charlie, justify yourself with your
8?
number 2. Oh wait, no, because we have it coming up later.
No. I'm not going to justify any. I'll have to defend myself against Dylan here, but we can wait. We can wait around. Apparently,
yeah, I know, because it will be.
Now, Twilight Zone, bro.
Twilight Zone's great,
Twilight
right?
Zone,
Love it.
There would be unbelievable, bro. You'd love it. I'm shocked it's not your number 10. Number 9. That's one of the seminal shows of all time, right there. Sci-fi all over your face. Just because it is so fantastic. Episodes upon episodes that are just great. Things that I've got to admit, I was looking at different trivia for Rod Serling and how he looked at the future and all that kind of thing, and I thought, I wonder how odd it would be. I'm driving my car around town and I'm watching the Twilight Zone that he did years ago, in the 60s and all that. I'm like, he must be that. That's insane. And I love this. I'm you've got episodes that are genius. Will a Real Martian Please Stand Up is one of my favorites. But they are all fantastic. I have gone through the Twilight Zone more times than I can count. And they have Thanksgiving, they would have Twilight Zone marathons. Genius. I love them. And some of them are truly terrifying.
Yeah, I used to watch them when I was young. A lot of times, New Year's Day, they would just, it was 24 hours of Twilight Zone, and I would just sit and just watch Twilight Zone all day long. It was great. And now it's fun to be able to watch with the kids, and they're great.
Interesting. With the kids, they didn't get scared, huh?
No, it's funny, as I was putting my list together, my youngest, who's 9, was sitting here, and she saw the Twilight Zone. She's like, "Oh, Dad, remember that one with the monster on the wing of the plane?" She's like, "That one kind of creeped me out." And she's like, "I think I had a nightmare that night." And I was like, "Oh, sorry." But the kids, my kids will be like, "Hey, Dad, can we watch a Twilight Zone episode?" And it's great because they are just these standalone things. It's like, yeah, sure, we can spend 22 minutes, 25 minutes, whatever, and watch an episode and be done. And so it's great. I do really like Twilight Zone. Yes, it's my number 9, but it's my number 9 of all time. Of all time. That's still pretty good.
Outer Limits is my number 9 of all time. It's only because I didn't have a lot of sci-fi shows.
Severance, bro. It's a good show.
Severance.
2 is ambitious. It's what if season 3 stinks? It won't, hopefully. New showrunner?
I mean, yes, I guess it's possible. It's possible, but so far, seasons 1 and 2 have been so stinking good. And unless they had some major creative shakeup, I'm gonna knock on wood. I don't know how they could mess it up too much, but it is so good. It is such a good show, and I'm on the edge of my seat every show, and I'm looking at all the details, trying to figure this out. And I love Severance. Charlie, you have it at your number 5, though. So you enjoy it.
I think it's a fantastic show. I do. No, I really like it.
Then you hate the Twilight Zone, bro. If you just
it's hard to grade shows that are still going. It's one of, I guess there's 3 shows on my list that are still active. My number 1, my number 3, and then my number 5 here. But it's really good, and it is one of the most I can't wait to get to the next episode TV shows going right now. And by the way, Apple is doing some great shows, freaking great shows. And there's some other ones that we, like we're gonna do some honorable mentions at the end, but like Silo and the new like the Murder Bot. Like there's just some really good sci-fi shows as well as like just some great other shows. Apple, man, kicking it right now.
Nice.
Good stuff.
They are.
Love it.
All
But I'm excited.
right,
I want to see
let's
some number
move
ones. That's
on.
what I want.
To number ones. Well, we all know what Dylan's is. Dylan's is going to be Firefly. Charlie's is
This
no
was one of
surprise.
the
I
first-
should have guessed that. Charlie's is Futurama, and mine is Dark Matter.
Yep.
I was going to
thinking
say
of
it
Dark
hadn't
Matter.
appeared on your list yet, so I know Dark Matter's coming.
And you know I'm going to ask you about it, Charlie, but let's talk about
Charlie-
some of these other ones first.
Okay.
Charlie had mentioned he has recommended movies to me. He has recommended TV shows, but the one thing that makes it so that I never question his taste is, in fact, Firefly. He showed me this, and he was explaining it to me, and I'm just like, I don't even know when I want to see it. And he's like, yeah, you should watch it. He's like, have you watched it yet? And I was like, no. And then nothing else was on, so I put it on, and I was just hooked. It's not even a full season, and it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, I'm sure I must have seen Nathan Fillion around before that. He was in my life somehow. I don't care what anybody says. But after Firefly, he took center stage in that case. Fan-freaking-tastic. He was excellent. The show was excellent. I love Firefly, and I always will.
Yeah.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
I'm so angry still. I didn't realize I had like some unresolved feelings about the movie until we were doing this list, and I'm like, man, I remember being so excited for the movie because I'm like, this is it. Family Guy got canceled, and they brought it back. There's been such a huge fan outpouring. The DVD sales were off the charts. It's such a cult thing.
Yeah.
They're gonna bring the show back. All the movie needs to do is be good, like the show is good, and the uproar, the demand will be too loud for them to ignore. And then Joss Whedon just takes a turd on the fans, kills off all these characters unceremoniously, strips down the show to like the nuts and bolts, and ensures that no one can pick it up and make any more episodes. Just an unbelievably, man, freaking Joss Whedon. Man, I someday. Dylan has like a slap list of like people he'd like to just one day be able to slap in person. Joss Whedon.
I should have that.
Just one slap. You had that probably like, if I ever see Hedge Ledger, and then maybe may he rest in peace.
I don't want to slap him.
There was a time you called him Hedge. You called him Hedge Ledger. Anyway, it doesn't really matter.
I did. But you know what?
It's okay. It's okay.
Kissed and made up. Everything was fine. We worked it out. I saw some of his stuff, and I was like, you know what? Well done, sir. I take everything back. But what Joss Whedon did with freaking Firefly,
we lived it. Man, Futurama has the craziest like timeline of 1999. It debuts. It runs 5 seasons. It's canceled. Breaks my little heart. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we get these movies. 4 movies in like 2008, 2009. It's great. Oh, man. And then the movies, which were, a little uneven in some ways, lead to a Comedy Central rebirth. We get that in 2010, and it runs beautifully up until season 10. It ends in 2013. It has one of the most beautiful series finales you're ever going to see. Until 10 years later, when Hulu's like, we're bringing it back, baby. And we get seasons 11, 12, and 13, and they're making season 14. It is incredible. In 2026, there will be a new season of Futurama after it's been canceled multiple times and survived. That is just a testament to the fans. It is an amazing show. It is wonderfully done sci-fi. It is equal parts funny and poignant, and the stories are great. The characters great. The world building is great. And it has lasted this long because of the quality of the show, but also because of the quality of the fans. So, well done, fellow people.
Nice. Firefly fans just could not do that.
No, they couldn't. Well, not after Whedon made Serenity. Stupid.
With Firefly, do you guys ever think that maybe it's great that there's only one season because it didn't have time to get ruined? Like it had the movie, and that kind of wasn't a great thing. It didn't have time to get get bad. You have one great season. No,
it was barely a full season. Barely.
Okay. I could have handled a second season and probably a third and probably a fourth. Look, it was very procedural, right? Like the way that he approached the kind of cowboy western. It was like each episode was kind of like its own thing, and then you kind of have this overarching stuff that's kind of happening in the background. Very sustainable, like mechanism to tell interesting and good stories with an incredible cast. The cast has gone on to do some wonderful things for the most part. But really, really good, talented actors and a really fun world. A little Cowboy Bebop ripoff-ish, but that's okay. Great though. I love the space western stuff, and I think there was a lot more stories to tell. I don't know if he was just mad, and that's why he did the movie the way he did the movie, or what, or just didn't want to have to go back to the TV show because he was on to bigger and better things. But I don't know.
Maybe
it felt a little bit like how Twin Peaks season 2 ended, where David Lynch was mad and just kind of like was like, "Well, you think you're canceling me? Well, let me end the show and take that, fans."
Why not take that, studio? Why take that, fans? Come on.
All right, Dark Matter, bro.
And then I had Dark Matter.
1.
I've talked about Dark Matter a number of episodes. I love Dark Matter. I love the book. I love the show. The show is a great translation of the book. The author of the book was really involved and actually took the opportunity to change some things that he wishes he would have done in the books. And so he kind of calls it like a 1.5 version, which I think is awesome. This is another Apple Plus show. And so I actually have, my 1 and 2 are both Apple Plus shows, which is kind of funny. But it's, and we have a season 2 coming, which I was not expecting because there is no second book. And so I am very surprised. I've been trying to get Charlie to watch this since it came out. He started and then stopped. You watched the whole thing?
I've seen every episode.
Have you?
He's seen every episode?
I've seen every episode. Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Oh.
All 9 episodes. Hey, you recommend things. I listen and I follow through.
Why
now
didn't you
have
tell
to
me
watch
you watched
all 14 seasons of Futurama.
Oh,
I did. I've said.
He did.
I told you.
You did not. You did not tell me.
I said it multiple
You said I'm
times.
through episode 3, and
he
then
said,
you...
"Oh, we'll talk about it later on the podcast."
Yeah, that was the last episode.
No, I watched the whole. I watched it all. And my wife, bless her heart, watched the whole thing with me. We made it through all 9 episodes.
Oh, nice. I'm so proud of you. So there's my number 1. Hey, did you guys have
what? Never watched.
What didn't make you guys' list? I'm really curious because even I had some, like my list was bigger than I had, and so I'm curious what you guys had to cut.
Sorry, bro, I'm purposely being a little bit of a butt. I did like the show. I was just purposely like,
oh, good,
like being like the person who's like, "Oh, you got a haircut," and just kind of pointing out the fact instead of saying anything like nice about it. I did enjoy it. I'm glad I watched it.
I'm glad.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff. I had a really big list that I had to kind of whittle down. There's shows that like I just haven't seen, and sci-fi is a hard one to go back.
Yeah,
like you guys talked a lot about watching reruns of the Twilight Zone or Star Trek, the original series.
Yes.
I didn't have that in my childhood. I didn't see those for whatever reason. I missed them, and then those are sometimes hard to revisit. Like, I didn't see Babylon 5 or Farscape, or I didn't get into Doctor Who or X-Files.
Yeah,
I just missed them. There weren't streaming services where you could just kind of like catch up on the shows. And then 20 years goes by, and it's like it's just hard. I tried. I'm like, oh, okay, now I'm gonna watch X-Files, and I put it on. I'm like, without the nostalgia factor, it's like it's a little tough sometimes to get into like the with the the tech and things. It's like,
it's just when the shows are terrible,
like
the shows you've mentioned.
But I do really like I really like the Star Trek Strange New Worlds. I think is really good. I just haven't seen all of it yet. I'm watching Orphan Black right now on Netflix, which is an older show that clones good. Help me out here, guys. What else? Did anybody almost put Battlestar Galactica on their list?
I did. It's probably like my number 11 is the reboot one, the 2000s one. I really liked that one.
Neither you guys saw Buck Rogers in the 25th.
I saw the Daffy Duck one or whatever that was.
Yeah,
Duck Rogers.
It's a fun show. Duck Rogers.
I almost had Heroes.
There's a lot of
on
really
the
good
list.
Ones that I missed.
Heroes was one that came out.
I almost put that, but that's sci-fi, huh?
And I thought it was sci-fi. It's superpowers and stuff like that. Back before we had so many Marvel
Stranger
stuff.
Things wasn't on your list, bro.
I didn't.
I really thought about it, and I'm
surprised Stranger Things didn't make your list.
That was one that I was like, how sci-fi is that? I guess it's sci-fi. It probably should have made my list. It probably should have. Now that I'm thinking about it, it probably should have been. And it probably would have been higher on my list too. It would have knocked off Lost and maybe knocked down some others.
I liked the Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles. I thought was a really good show.
Oh, yeah. Summer Glau was in that.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
There's some
Firefly.
other ones.
Neither did I.
I want to watch The Expanse because that popped up over and over again as I was kind of like, I always make my list first and then I kind of go see, oh, did I forget any obvious ones? And that had popped up on a lot of lists. I just haven't seen it. I just missed it, but it's not that
Sure.
old. So I kind of want to go back and watch that.
That's when I heard good things about. I heard people saying I heard people saying if you like Mass Effect, you should watch The Expanse, and I was like, ooh, I should check that out then.
I liked Altered Carbon, the first season at least. The second season, that was good.
I didn't see that one.
I thought about that one. It's a good first season. The second season,
All right. Well, this was a good list.
All right, then.
This was one of the TV ones that I thought was harder. I had a harder time with this one, but I think we all came up with good lists. But let's go on to the final rankings. But before that, hey, if you've made it this far, you must like something. So go ahead and hit that like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time we drop a new episode. And if you like this, you would probably like our Patreon as well. We recently relaunched our Patreon, and we have some cool stuff going on over there. So go ahead and check that out. But let's see what our top 3 are. There you go. All right. At number 3, we have Futurama with 14 points.
Nice.
At number 2, we have Severance. I wasn't sure what that poster was for a moment. And then I was like, oh, it's Severance. I've never seen that poster.
Severance.
I'm good with that being number 2. Only 1 point off from Futurama, though. And I think I know.
We only had one show on all 3 lists.
And that's Firefly.
This really like our top 3
number
1. The one show that was on all 3 lists, and then the 2 shows that were on 2 lists, and then everything else was, Twilight Zone was just missed because Brody put it all the way down at number 9. So
Dylan, even though it was a little bit lower on my list than yours, it was still officially the number 1 sci-fi show according to Talk Punch. So hopefully that
Road. I could forgive you for a lot of things. A lot of things.
Well, I hope you guys all got to see how Brody likes TV. Like, he picked everything, all his favorite shows were like 1 season or 2 seasons. Like, that's it. Like, that's all he wants. He's like, hey, I'm glad Firefly got canceled. 1 season? Yep. You kidding me? That's great. Severance? Oh, I loved it. 2 seasons. Great. Like, Andor, 2 seasons. Great. Oh, Westworld? Oh, man, it got canceled early. What a shame. Great. Dark Matter, 1 season. Number 1. Great. Like, just,
it's really true.
I didn't put that together. I didn't put that together, but I guess it's true, huh?
You got the Twilight Zone, which has a lot of episodes, which is why it's all the way back at number 9, and Lost, which is, got some extra seasons. So let's kick it all the way to the back, back. No room for you up at the front. You got too many seasons.
Too many seasons.
Some of them don't even have a full season yet. Alien Earth isn't even done. I'm like halfway through the season. So
yeah, it's like, oh, it's
Firefly
only like
was not a whole
5
season.
Episodes. Let's go. Best show ever. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm surprised it wasn't all mini-series. Like, hey, the devs or whatever. Yeah, just like 3 episodes. This is what I want. It's my dream. Or he's just going to put movies on his next TV list.
Nice.
I watch them on my TV. They count. I don't know why I'm giving you that voice.
This was
it's more like, I watch them on my TV. Yeah. Let's wrap it up. Hey, look, I'm looking for a new TV show. Let me know in the comments what sci-fi show I should be watching. It's got to still hold up. It's 2025. I want to like it. I want to get into it. Let us know. What season of Doctor Who do I start on? There's so many seasons. Tell me what to watch. And let us know your favorites.
Like and subscribe.
And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.